Politics here is dominated by the old men whose power has been based on patronage, tribal loyalty, and for decades, graft. With an election looming, these comedians are determined to bring a fresh generation into Kenyan politics, using something you don't hear much in the offices of the political class, laughter. But they continue to lampoon the current President Kibaki and his controversial wife, Lucy.
He's a guy who doesn't, nothing worries him. There's no rush. To him, we may be seated right here, and if he was here, a bomb explodes, he'll go like, what is the hurry? That is just a bomb. There's nothing much. Don't worry. We will go on. We are here. We knew we came here to do what we are doing here. Even if it's a bomb, we will still do what we are doing here without that bomb here. That's the kind of guy he is.
I landed the unenviable role of playing the First Lady of Kenya. And I'll go into character. What did you say? You?
Okay, now.
I said, you, who gave you permission to be recording that? You think here you are at where you think, who told you my home is a studio? Yeah? What we get to do is make-believe. It's make-believe comedy, actually, whereby we get into character, and not only just get into character, we will get the right costumes.
Chongqing is one of China's new megacities, home to 6 million people, with another 25 million in surrounding areas. Like elsewhere in China, though, this rapid industrialisation has come at a heavy price. Many waterways are now polluted. I'm with local environmentalist Wu Dengming. A long-time activist here, he's faced threats for his campaigns against polluters. Today he's helping his Beijing-based colleague Yongchang Wang. She's using a GPS, a global positioning system, to locate polluting factories and put them on a map. Toxic discharge from factories is responsible for much of China's water pollution. This waste is from a battery factory.
Pristina, the capital of the United Nations-run province of Kosovo. On one side, pro-independence demonstrators. On the other, UN anti-riot police. These are ethnic Albanians who make up around 90% of Kosovo's population. The more radical have formed a group called Vetvendosie, or self-determination. They've grown impatient with the UN administration and the wrangling over Kosovo's future, and are demanding full independence from Serbia now. The 10th of February, and Vetvendosie protesters were again confronted by troops from UNMIK, the UN mission in Kosovo. The protesters' path had been blocked, and as they tried to push through the UN police lines, things quickly spiralled out of control. UN peacekeepers started firing. 2 unarmed protesters were killed outright by rubber bullets and around 60 injured.
They were shooting crazy. Hundreds and hundreds tear gas bullets.
Italian UN police drag away this protester after he shouts pro-independence slogans at them.
Church is one of the biggest landowners in Israel. It owns the land that both the Israeli parliament and the president's residence stand on, swathes of the Galilee and large parts of Jerusalem. It's no wonder then that everyone wants to know who's going to control this land in the future. Theophilus III was elected Patriarch of the Eastern Orthodox Church in Jerusalem over 2 years ago. In return for recognizing the Patriarch's nomination, the Israelis want the land.
Any property, house, land, shop or others that are out for sale or lease for a short term or long term will be presented before a representative of the Israeli government, and the government or somebody on his behalf will have the first refusal right to purchase or lease these properties.
Land in East Jerusalem and parts of the Old City is at the heart of the debate.
In the village of Bajima, life is slow. The village, like the rest of southern Iraq, hasn't seen much development. Its overwhelmingly Shia population rebelled against Saddam's regime after the first Gulf War in 1991. Saddam answered with a stream of killings and oppression. Since then, there has been no investments in schools, roads, healthcare or any civil services. The villagers had great expectations of a better life, but unemployment remains high and the villagers are still forced to take their drinking water straight out of an open irrigation canal. We asked many times, but there is just carelessness and no action. Not many here see any improvements since the former regime. Except Iraqi football. It is played everywhere. But the fields are surrounded by trash and open sewage. There is no sewage treatment at all in Nasiriyah. Decades of neglect under Saddam Hussein has created a miserable situation for most people here. Ramadan is coming for us, and there is nothing in our pockets. There has been no rice or oil or sugar in the ration system for the last 3 months. She has 10 children, and I have got 6. We are 14 in this place, and our husband is without a job, and he doesn't have anything. The ration coupons are not enough, and we have no oil for cooking. It's the same as before. Things were meant to get better, but it's the same as before.